Come on. One. Hey, we made it. We're live. It's 2 o'clock, 2:01 Eastern Time, 11:01 Pacific Time. This is Chris Jones Media. And as promised, we're on live today. And today's topic is one of your online presence, keeping your online presence, streamlined, simple, easy to find, easy to navigate. People want to know who you are, what your company is, what it does, that sort of thing. And I've had a website at chrisjonesmedia.com for a long time, I thought I was pretty good at WordPress, which is what it is, until I met my next guest here. Now I don't have an image of him, I don't have a picture, but I have him on a phone from the Desert Valleys out in California, and his name is Scott Murphy. Hi, Scott.
Hey, Chris. How you doing?
Pretty well. How are things? What's the temperature at your place today out there?
Probably a good 85, 86 degrees right now.
We're not that different in upstate.
Until it gets a little later. Yeah, but it's like a dry, but it's got like a good breeze right now, but it'll get hotter as the day goes on. So
Tell me, Scott, you and I met a long time ago, didn't we?
Yes, God, it's been probably 20 years, probably, right?
Well, 2000.
It's been a while.
2007 was it? 6?
Really?
Maybe before
we went
that.
Back to what? Orion Pirates. Was it Star Trek
gaming,
3?
video game,
and stuff like that? Yeah, I don't know when that was around and stuff. I can't remember. It's been so long.
Maybe it's been 20 years.
A lot of projects together,
or at least 15. But to bring it into the modern era, you are very proficient in WordPress, right?
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah. How long have you been designing WordPress websites?
Well, I have in the past done them just like during election seasons and stuff, because I have a lot of friends in the area that run a lot of campaigns and stuff. And it doesn't matter what political aisle it is. It could be Democrat or Republican and stuff. I still build websites no matter what. Everybody's green is the same. So, so,
yeah, it is.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I've been doing it probably since I would say 2005, 2006, maybe.
Right. Okay.
Stuff. Originally, I was using Joomla, but then everybody was saying, "Dude, you got to get into WordPress and stuff like that." And I started just messing around with it, making small, single page, 3 pages of WordPress sites for campaigns and stuff. And as it gone on and on and on, I started just doing a lot of it like on the side.
Mm-hmm.
This is, again, it's not something I do full time or anything like that. It's something I do in my off time and all that. And I do pretty well with it and stuff. I built an e-commerce website recently. January of 2020, it was completed. It took me about 3 months.
Right.
And stuff. It has about 15,000 products on it and stuff, but right now it's a little dead due to the
Corona
situation we shall not name, I guess. I don't know.
Coronavirus.
I don't know if, okay. I didn't know if we could say it or not.
You can say anything you want, okay?
No.
Just no F-bombs.
No, I said that because, no, I know that. But, I know that they've been, some of the YouTube channels and stuff like that said that you can't say it, so that's why I wasn't sure.
Oh, well, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah. So I built e-commerce sites. I have built a small business. I have built commercial based, and anything you need and stuff.
Okay.
I've learned through trial and error and stuff. But that's the only way you can really learn and stuff. I mean, so yeah.
So you're doing pretty well at it. And what would you say? What would you say is the advantage of a WordPress site over somebody who's programming and coding it from nothing? What would be the advantage in your eyes?
Well, I don't per se disagree with somebody that wants to build something from scratch and to coding it and stuff like that. But today, you can get a WordPress site and it's just as secure and stuff. I know that there's a lot out there and stuff, and it's just if you're going to have somebody that's going to privately code something, it's going to cost you thousands of dollars
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. Unlike people like me, it's a reasonable price for what you want, and you'll get a lot. And I would say probably 60% of the world and websites around the world use some type of form of WordPress
Yeah.
and stuff. And
Yeah.
it's protected, it's well secured and stuff like that. As long as you're up, you keep updated with it and all that, and make sure that your plugins and so on and so forth are really, really up to date and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
there I can't even count how many millions of plugins and developers, stuff like that, because you've got paid, you've got unpaid, you've got free plugins and stuff like that. And sometimes I use paid plugins, but for the most part, I try and use as much free plugins as I can. And that doesn't mean that they're more insecure than the others.
No.
They're just as secure as the paid ones. So
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are.
So
I can agree with that.
yeah.
I knew a lot about, and I've had it in the past before where I was doing that sort of thing. Make WordPress websites and, trying to make a living at it. But I decided it wasn't the thing that I was absolutely best at. So I decided not to pursue it as an income sort of a thing. But I know enough to get around. What I tend to know is I need to have the structure set up. And once the structure's set up, I can go in and edit and fix and do pretty much anything that needs doing. And which is why and you and I have been friends for a long time. Here, let me get your website on the screen.
Yeah.
And
I am, if I may, kind of piggyback on that and stuff. So like when I offered to do your website and stuff like that, my intention was not really to get extra help from you on promoting myself or anything. It was just to help a friend.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And I knew that you were out of, doing WordPress for a while and stuff like that. And I offered because I knew you were doing this voice work and you got this little small business on the side. And I just wanted to help you because we've been friends for so long. And once I set up pretty much the base level, as you said, and stuff like that, you added more things that you thought I did not put in there. And then I've also helped you kind of become more familiarized with regards to functionality of what you need and what you need to alter and add and so on and so forth. But you've done very good at doing it and stuff. I've just had to show you a few things and refamiliarize yourself with it.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And that's all it was, you know what I'm saying? So
I very much enjoy the simplicity and the ease of how WordPress works. And, like you say, the plugins, and I don't mind updating the plugins every time I log in.
Yeah.
And like yesterday, it was just recently, we had a brand new version of WordPress update. So then one of them going on.
Well, usually the host will actually update that core on stuff usually.
It could.
And stuff.
I could set it to do that.
Actually,
I think I could set it to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then just make sure you do your backups and stuff. But usually the big hosts like who you've got and who I've got and all that, they usually do automatic backups. So you don't really have
they
to worry
do.
about it.
I've got the host set to do automatic backup.
Yeah.
So it does that.
So
So according to your website that I'm looking at now, and we are on the video as well, you do website development. That's first and front. It also says it also says computer repair and parts. You sell parts?
I'm going to be. I'm working with several different distributors right now and stuff, name brand and all that. But right now, due to the Corona situation, so that a lot of parts are out. And I didn't want to push forward until we knew that we were back on stream, with regards to the supply chain.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to try and do that. I'm also working out a relationship with a company called The Firm. They're a financial, like you can, at checkout, you can finance the items you want to purchase, stuff like that. so that's easier to purchase and gives you more options instead of having it come straight out of your home.
Speaking of phone calls, well, this is live, so, and that was a telemarketer, and they're not going to talk to me.
Yeah, I just got one too.
Yeah, that just happens. It
That's
happens
weird.
all the time.
Yeah,
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's the beauty of
So-
live. That's the beauty of live.
I know, right? I know, right? Yeah. Go, thanks a lot. That's my concentration of talking there.
Well, it was
Yeah.
my fault, and it's my
But
fault
yeah.
for not muting the darn phone to start with, or putting it
That's all right.
7 rooms away or something and getting rid of it.
It's all good.
So that's
I got
my.
an 855 number pop up just now too as well. So, but whatever.
So Scott,
But getting back to it, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, you intend on continuing this and expanding your
Yeah.
services.
Yeah, I'm actually building a second site that'll be off-site from my actual Outpost Computer Solutions and stuff.
Yeah.
Site's called SpriteBite.com.
Yeah.
And it's going to be another e-commerce and stuff, and it's going to sell computer parts. I'm also in contact with Team LOSI,
Mhm.
Team Associated, and stuff like that for RC cars and stuff like that. 1/10 scale, 1/8 scales, and stuff like that. They're here in the United States and stuff.
Right.
It's just been a long ordeal in having to work out those relationships and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Right now, the site is under construction.
Okay.
But it's going to be more focused towards electronics, hobbies, and focus on computer components and parts.
Oh, I see.
yeah.
Okay. So you're going to have a couple
Yeah.
divisions there. How many websites have you built? I mean, I think you alluded to that earlier, but what have you done?
I've built probably a good maybe, I'd say 35 to 40 web pages and stuff, but a lot of them have gone away because a lot of them are campaign websites and stuff.
Oh, political
In
stuff.
recent, yeah, exactly, and stuff like that. In recent years, or just because I just incorporated my company in November of last year,
Mhm.
stuff with the federal government in the state of California,
Mhm.
and what a time to start, right?
Yeah.
We have the coronavirus.
You know what? I hear people,
happens, so
and I hear some of these entrepreneurs and business people
Yeah.
on the internet and on YouTube and everywhere,
Yeah.
social media, that's saying now's a good time. It just depends on how you handle it and your attitude.
yeah. I agree. I mean, yeah. And
Yeah.
stuff. And so I've been kind of focusing more on virtual and stuff like that, not working on the repair side, stuff like that. And I've been doing more consulting and been doing more web development and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But in the recent months, in the last year too, I've built a website for a Buddhist temple in my area.
Mhm.
I built an advertising firm's website down in LA.
Yeah.
I have a contract right now for a new insurance or a company. He's an insurance company down in LA,
Mhm.
and I'm going to be doing his website, but they haven't allowed them to open yet, and
Right.
due to the coronavirus situation.
Yeah.
So, and all that. And I've also put out too that I did your website.
Yeah.
I built my own, Outpost Computer Solutions website.
Right.
There's a few on there. I built an e-commerce website. I'm in the process of building a cleaning business website and stuff. I've got a few projects in the pipeline, but everybody's trying to get past this coronavirus situation.
Yeah.
Reopening and all that stuff, and so I'm also making deals with them if they're having some hardships and stuff like that I would be willing to work with them on payment system or some sort or something like that.
Mhm.
Like I said, I'm not outrageous in my price. My prices only go up, really. It all depends on what you need, what you want, and what kind of functionality you need. And
Sure.
stuff. And I base it all on hours that could potentially take me in
So-
regards to it.
Tell people that are listening and
Yeah.
watching how to get a hold of you. How do people get a hold of you if they want your services or want to use you?
So you can email me at smurphy at outpostcomputersolutions.com. You can also go to my website, outpostcomputersolutions.com.
Yeah.
I have a Facebook page. I have an Instagram page. So I think the Instagram is OPC Solutions LLC.
It
on
is.
Instagram.
It is.
I am also on LinkedIn as Scott Murphy.
Yes,
You
you
can find
are.
me there. I don't have a Twitter because, frankly, I don't understand Twitter. So,
Well, you're on a lot of them,
so,
so
yeah.
you got what matters.
Yeah, but you can also contact me through email. You can text me. My business number is oh crap! I gotta go look.
You don't know that? Okay, that's fine.
Oh no, I do. No, I do. It's I think it's 414-251-9880. It's on the front of the website on the very bottom
It
and
is.
stuff and all that.
Let me show people
you
then.
down at the bottom, and then also too, when all this went down, I was looking for an office space in my area, but because of the coronavirus, stuff like that, that's kind of dead in the water right now. But I share an office with a buddy of mine down in San Bernardino, and stuff, because he's got 2 businesses in there, and so I rent a office space down there and stuff. So yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
So this is doing really well for you then.
Right now it's kind of slow.
Well, slower,
Stuff.
yeah, but generally, I mean,
Just because of the coronavirus and stuff like that.
but generally,
you can go. Generally, if you go to my clients page, you can go and click on all the links of other some of my work and stuff like that. And you could see it and all that, and you could see some of my work that I do. So
All right.
yeah, and all that.
well, that's it.
I take payments through PayPal and Zelle and stuff. Zelle is probably easier. It's just my email address and my phone number, and it gets paid straight to my bank.
Isn't that nice? Yeah, well, yeah.
It's way better, way easier and stuff. But if you want to go through PayPal, I have no objections to that either.
Hey, you still get the money.
My PayPal is, exactly. Granted, it's 3.2%, I think it is, on the transaction.
Yeah, they are. They get their money.
Yeah, but
it's very convenient.
Murphy so it's my email address for
well,
and all that.
I wanted to do a formal. Hang on a second. Let me get. I wanted to do a formal thank you for showing me how to get this website set up and helping.
I don't have a problem with
and
that.
helping me structure it.
Also, too, I have no problem teaching the individual that does purchase my services and building a website and stuff like that.
Right.
And teaching them how to maintain their website and all that. Of course, it would be an additional fee and stuff like that for it.
Of course.
But or you can go with a package deal with me that I charge a monthly fee for updates and maintenance and making sure that your website's secure for a reasonable price too as well.
All right.
Yeah. So.
All right, Scott. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Definitely. Yep.
And let me get back to your site, minimize this a little, and say that, and I'll just do a little plug for you too. Get on LinkedIn is a really good place to get you. And it's just Scott Murphy on LinkedIn, right?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
You
can
think?
see my ugly mug.
Well, no. Yeah. Well, I was telling you what you got to do to that picture to make it stand out more.
Yeah, I know. I know. Jeez.
So Scott Murphy on LinkedIn, he'll build you a really nice website. Just look at mine, and you'll see what that's about.
Oh, just one thing too as well. I'm also working on a new social media website too as well.
Tell us about. Okay, I had forgotten about that. Tell us about your social media website. We'll have to wrap it up at that point.
I don't want to put out the domain yet, stuff like that.
But tell us about it.
But we are working on building a website that is similar, more updated, more modernized, and stuff like that. It'll also focus on anybody can join. You'll have groups, forums within groups. You'll have profiles. You'll have badges, stuff like that.
Mhm.
We just want to have a platform in which allows and brings people that feel that their speech is being curbed by Facebook, Twitter, whomever
mean
that might
censored.
be, stuff like that. So yeah, censorship basically and stuff.
So you want to
I'm
combat
a very
censorship?
strong. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm considered libertarian, conservative, and a very strong constitutionalist, and I don't believe that big corporations like Facebook and Twitter should decide or be the arbiters of who decides what speech is good and what speech is bad.
All right.
And when I do build this, I'm going to have a council of individuals, including yourself, Chris, stuff like that, that I want to form and stuff
Right.
like that, so that we can go forward and build and stuff what would be good and not. That way we have a lot of variety of different people.
Oh, we'll promote it when the time comes for sure.
Yeah, exactly. But it's something that's down the road right now. It's not in my pipeline right now because I've got other projects that are more prioritized.
Okay.
So yeah. So,
All right,
but I
Scott.
just want to put it out there.
And where are you? You're in California, you said a couple times.
The socialist state of California, yes.
How did politics,
Behind the
how did I
lines.
know that I couldn't have a conversation with you without politics getting into it?
I am behind enemy lines, by the way.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am. Aren't you? You're in New York.
Yeah, I know. We're the same.
So, you know, yeah.
All right,
So,
Scott, I'm going to cut this short. And
Gotcha.
thanks again.
I found you
And
be that way.
well, no, I know. We'll talk to you soon. Stay on the phone.
All right, man.
All right. Thanks a lot to Scott Murphy, outpostcomputersolutions.com. Go check that out. Have him do your site. You will not regret it later on. End the broadcast.